Welcome back. In 2014, the tech industry, responding to criticism, began self-reporting their diversity statistics. Despite African Americans making up roughly 13% of the U.S. population, they accounted for just 6% of the workforce at Apple. Get this, 1% at Facebook, 1% at Google, and 2% at Microsoft. For Google, Facebook, and Microsoft, those numbers have moved just 1% each since then.
Well, here today to talk about inclusion are three very successful women working this problem from inside the tech sector. Mae Brunson is the founder of the National Wonder Women Tech Conference. Lisa here in the blue. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Iore Ole in the middle has been named to Forbes 30 Under 30 and is currently working for Bird Rides Scooters here in Los Angeles.
And Sabrina Garba, she heads up Glass Ladder Group, where she leads over 2,000 people in cross-cultural training, research, and strategy. By the numbers, it appears, ladies, that these numbers have not changed that much. Why is this? What's going on here?
No, they definitely haven't changed, and I think, you know, there are many factors to that. It really starts with creating an ecosystem that brings the stakeholders together. I think a lot of companies think they're supposed to solve these issues alone, right? And so what we do at Wonder Women Tech is we create an ecosystem where we bring the stakeholders, the Fortune 500 companies, government entities, organizations, and those that are at the front lines doing this kind of work to diversify the workforce, to create opportunities for pipeline of diverse talent, and to create a culture of belonging, because that's really what needs to happen. It's not just having those early entry numbers, but providing an environment where these diverse candidates can thrive and survive.
And both of you over here are nodding your heads in agreement. What do you have to add to that? What else needs to be done?
Right. Yeah, so I think it's really interesting because we talk about what it looks like for recruitment. We talk about what it looks like to bring more people who are of diverse backgrounds into these organizations. But what really is not being looked at is the culture of these environments, right? And how there are systemic challenges within these environments that are preventing people from feeling belonging. There's a great study out of Stanford at the VMware. It's an institute for women's leadership that studied 1,800 people in Silicon Valley, and women feel like they don't culturally align with what a successful version of a tech person is, and so they're leaving the industry because they don't feel like they belong.
Yeah. So you guys work from the inside out, and what solutions really are there for this? I mean, do these companies just need to be a lot more aggressive in terms of really reaching out to women of color?
Right, you're right. This is a complex problem, but companies and leaders can honestly start by investing in women and people of color and promoting women and people of color. Another study, McKinsey 2019 study, showed us that the very opportunities that promote or prepare someone for a promotion, Black women specifically don't have access to those opportunities, like senior leadership, mentorship and sponsorship, and training. And so we know that I, as a woman in the tech industry, have been more aggressive about negotiating my contracts, partnering with other women to do the same, and then creating groups that, as a collective, we can make these behaviors a lot more normal.
Well, I mean, how wonderful. All three of you are living examples, right? So you're proof. So how did you get to where you are?
By being underrepresented and just recognizing that I'm not seen, heard, and there aren't opportunities, so I need to create them, and I need to create them for other people too.
And your story, Iore?
By being intentional, I'm passionate about products and making inclusive and empathetic products that reflect the problems that we have, and so keeping that in mind and recognizing all of the other hurdles are something that I continue just to focus on, not too much, but prepare myself to go up against.
And Sabrina,
yeah, and I think for me it's really been about focusing on my expertise and understanding that what I have as a woman of color is unique within those spaces because of my perspective, because it is diverse, and because I brilliantly understand the work in addition to the other factors that impact the work that we see in the tech industry.
Well, and part of it is just having you women here on the front lines themselves being role models for younger people that now can move up and see that, you know, this is all possible, and it's a good career to be in. Thank you all very much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Tech Titans, love it. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with, I think Dr. Gadget is up next.
Yeah.
Okay, the giveaway continues.
Transform your